They say love conquers all, but what if fear of loss becomes an insurmountable obstacle? The greatest tragedies are often born from the depths of fears. Join us today as we witness the devastating consequences of Rayla's haunting apprehensions, leaving us with a poignant reflection on love and its fragility. The Dragon Prince is an animated series that takes viewers on a captivating journey through a world of magic, adventure, and best of all, complex relationships. At the center of this fantastical tale is the remarkable bond between Rayla and Callum, two individuals from different worlds who find solace, understanding, and love in each other. Throughout the series, their relationship undergoes various trials and tribulations, shaping their growth as individuals and as a couple. In this video essay, we will explore the enduring journey of Rayla and Callum, their irresistible connection, and the factors that contribute to their deep affection for one another. We will also delve into the graphic novel companion piece Through the Moon, which expands on the story, providing fans with further insights into the characters' emotional journeys and ultimately discovering why Rayla broke up. Callum and Rayla's journey in The Dragon Prince starts off with a chase. They meet when Rayla tries to assassinate King Harrow and Prince Ezran, but things take an unexpected turn when they discover the egg of the Dragon Prince. From that point on, they put aside their animosity and join forces, forming an unlikely bond. At first, Callum doesn't fully trust Rayla. She's secretive and closed off, making him doubt her intentions. However, as time goes by, their relationship quickly develops. Callum shows his care and affection for Rayla through small gestures, like comforting her when she's seasick or when she's overwhelmed with the sadness for her parents. These acts of kindness build trust between them and change Callum's perspective on elves. Their journey together is filled with ups and downs. Callum learns that Rayla knew his stepfather King Harrow had passed away, which initially angers him. But he eventually understands her hesitation in delivering the news, as he himself struggled with telling his brother. Throughout their adventures, Rayla watches over Callum as he falls seriously ill, providing unwavering support. Her concern grows, and when Callum finally wakes up, she holds him in tears, hinting at the possibility of her developing feelings for him. As they continue their journey, facing challenges like surviving attacks and rescuing dragons, their bond strengthens. Callum becomes fiercely protective of Rayla after they admit their feelings for one another. He defends and guides her through her emotional journey, showing his loyalty and care. Their romantic relationship becomes official after a heartfelt speech from Callum, which Rayla misinterprets and initiates a kiss, leading to a very embarrassed and awkward Rayla for that moment. Their relationship faces further tests as they confront their pasts and make difficult decisions. Callum supports Rayla as she grapples with her parents' abandonment and helps her find her own path. During the Battle of the Stormspire, Callum positions himself as a shield between Rayla and danger, showcasing his determination to protect her at all costs. When Rayla ultimately decides to sacrifice herself in order to save Zim and finally take Viren out once and for all, Callum transcends his human limitations and sprouts wings. It is in this moment that he fully confesses his love for her. With newfound magical wings, he swoops in to save her, and they share a passionate kiss as he carries them to safety. Their love story is one of growth, sacrifice, and unwavering support. Through their trials and tribulations, Callum and Rayla find solace and strength in each other, forming an unbreakable bond that propels them forward on their quest for peace and understanding. The Dragon Prince Through the Moon is a graphic novel that expands on the aftermath of Season 3. Released on October 6, 2020, the graphic novel serves as a bridge between the third and fourth seasons of the show, providing fans with an immersive continuation of the story. Through the Moon takes readers on a new adventure alongside familiar characters from the series. The story, of course, follows Rayla, Callum, and Ezran as they embark on a perilous journey to the Moon Nexus. The graphic novel explores the characters' personal growth, dilemmas, and challenges, further delving into the complex relationships between the humans and magical creatures. It offers a deeper insight into the emotional journeys of the protagonists, while also introducing new mysteries and plot developments that will leave readers eagerly anticipating the next season of the animated show. Fans appreciate the graphic novel for its seamless integration with the already existing storyline, and its ability to expand the lore and mythology of the world of Zadia. During the events of Through the Moon, the graphic novel companion to the Dragon Prince, we delve into Rayla's journeys of grappling with the trauma she has endured through her entire life, which manifests in haunting nightmares. The novel opens with Rayla finding herself in the Storm Spire, encased in ice. A peculiar scene initially, but upon closer reflection it holds deep significance. In the past, Rayla had been frozen by Viren using an ice spell, just as he had done to her parents less than a year ago. Within the dream, Rayla witnesses her parents and Runan frozen in ice, along with all the people she had ever cared about, all trapped within the frozen room. It is then that Viren's twisted figure emerges, welcoming Rayla and showcasing his macabre collection. To her horror, she discovers a fourth pillar of ice, and within it, she sees the face of Callum, another person she cares very deeply for. Rayla, burdened by her traumatic experiences and haunted by nightmares, holds on to the belief that Viren might still be alive. She fears that the darkness they face is not truly vanquished and that Viren's return is a possibility. This fear gnaws at her, driving her determination to seek answers and confirm Viren's ultimate fate. On the other hand, Callum, driven by a more hopeful perspective, struggles to understand Rayla's persistent doubts. He clings to the idea that they have overcome their challenges and emerged victorious, leaving the darkness behind. His optimism clashed with Rayla's lingering unease, creating a rift between the two of them. As the argument unfolds, emotions run high and their words become tinged with frustration and desperation. Rayla's insistence on the possibility of Viren's survival challenges Callum's belief in all of the progress that they've made. The clash of their differing perspective exposes the underlying tension that has been building between them. This argument becomes a turning point in their relationship as it forces them to confront their own fears and insecurities. It reveals a deep-seated trauma that they both carry and the differing ways in which they cope with it. Their disagreement is not just about Viren's fate, but it also reflects their individual struggles to come to terms with loss and to navigate the complexities of their world. And this, unfortunately, would only be the beginning. As the gang gathers at the Moon Nexus, a sense of tranquility washes over them. They share a meal, basking in a rare moment of peace. However, amidst the serene atmosphere, Rayla's mind remains restless, fixated on the possibility of entering the realm between life and death. Her desire to confirm Viren's demise consumes her thoughts, driving her to seek solace in the broken realm. Rayla becomes determined to find closure, to ensure that the darkness they faced is truly vanquished. Her longing for certainty becomes a driving force, overpowering her emotions. Engrossed in their conversation, Rayla shares her intentions with Callum. However, the weight of her words stirs unease within him. He questions the wisdom of diving into the unknown, fearing the potential risks and consequences. Their differing perspectives collide, escalating the conversation into a heated argument. Emotions run high as Rayla's determination clashes with Callum's concerns. Words are exchanged, fueled by frustration and fear and desperation. Their fight becomes a reflection of their own inner turmoil, their personal struggles magnified by the uncertainty that lies ahead. In the midst of this heated argument, both Rayla and Callum inadvertently expose their own vulnerabilities. Their love and concern for each other have become entangled with their own individual insecurities, leading to a painful confrontation. The fight forces them to confront their deepest anxieties and challenges their ability to communicate and understand each other. The fight ends with Rayla storming off into the night, leaving the conflict unresolved. The next day, Callum reluctantly agrees to help Rayla reconstruct the portal to the realm between life and death. The unresolved issues from the previous fight still linger, and they both hold steadfast to their own beliefs about the situation. However, Callum's motivation now seems to be solely to ease Rayla's troubled mind. They gather some assistance and manage to enter the portal. Inside, Rayla encounters several strange figures, distorted versions of her former assassin squad. Plunging deeper into the realm, they come across an image of Viren in a peculiar cocoon. As the situation becomes overwhelming, Callum bravely dives in after Rayla and rescues her once again. They escape the portal, but at the end of their journey, Rayla becomes more convinced than ever that Viren is still alive. Determined to find him on her own, she decides to leave Callum behind. Rayla's decision to leave Callum behind and end their relationship stems from her deep-rooted fears and anxieties. Throughout the graphic novel, her dreams and internal struggles reveal the trauma that she has experienced, particularly the loss of Runan and her parents, both of which were taken from her by Viren. In her dream, she sees Callum's face along her frozen loved ones, symbolizing the fear of Viren taking him away too. When Rayla tries to express these fears to Callum, he doesn't fully understand the extent of her anxiety. From his perspective, they have overcome their challenges and should now be able to move forward and be happy. However, Rayla's losses have been directly tied to Viren, and the lack of certainty that he is truly gone torments her. She wants to let her guard down and fully love Callum, but the fear of losing him consumes her. As the story progresses, Rayla becomes more desperate to confirm Viren's demise and ensure her relationship with Callum is truly secure. However, she doesn't receive the confirmation she seeks, and the ambiguous visions she witnesses only confuse her further. In a sick twist of irony, her fear of loss and obsession with Viren ultimately leads to the loss of her relationship with Callum. Their bond is shattered that night, as Rayla's fear becomes the catalyst for the tragic dissolution of their romance. In the end, as we reflect upon Rayla's fear of loss and how they tragically tore apart their once beautiful relationship, it becomes painfully clear that love can be a fragile and delicate thing. Rayla's deep-seated anxieties rooted in her past experiences and the fear of losing what she holds dear overshadows the bond that she shares with Callum. It is a heartbreaking tale that reminds us of the profound impact of fear can have on the very connections that we cherish the most. Rayla's trepidation, while valid and understandable, consumed her every thought, leading her down a path of constant worry and doubt. She yearned for a sense of security, a reassurance that her loved ones would always be by her side. But in her quest for certainty, she had inadvertently pushed away the very person who longed to be her constant source of strength and support. The tragedy lies not only in the crumbling of their relationship, but also in the missed opportunity for growth and healing. Rayla's fears held her back from fully embracing the love and companionship that she so desperately desired. In her efforts to shield herself from the potential pain, she inadvertently erected walls that prevented her from experiencing the joy and depth of connection that the love she desired would offer her. Loss is an inevitable part of life, and navigating its tumultuous waters is never an easy feat, but it is through facing our fears head-on, rather than allowing them to dictate our actions, that we find the strength to move forward and forge lasting bonds. Rayla's story serves as a poignant reminder that love requires vulnerability, trust, and a willingness to face uncertainties of life, hand in hand. As we bid farewell to Rayla and her ill-fated relationship, let us not forget the lessons of her journey. Let us be reminded of the importance of open communication, empathy, and understanding in the face of our loved ones' fears. May we learn from her missteps and strive to create relationships built on a foundation of mutual support, where fears are acknowledged, embraced, and overcome together. Despite the tragedy that befell her relationship, there is hope that Rayla will find solace in the lessons learned and the strength gained. For it is through our struggles and the process of healing that we grow, evolve, and ultimately discover a love that surpasses all fear.